Hey guys, are you also tired of wasting your time when having to move across the map? Well, we're no longer, because today we'll be going over 30 ways you can exploit movement to improve your mobility and even to impress your friends when playing. These methods will not only let you grind your missions faster, but also let you win more races and outplay players doing PvP. Now for the first method, we'll be talking about how to avoid wheel spins when accelerating. Instead of fully holding down your throttle when accelerating, gently press it, which will prevent your car from losing its grip and make you accelerate much faster. To make it go even faster, we'll also be doing a trick called double clutching. You basically go straight from 2nd to 4th gear, leaving behind a tire mark and dramatically increasing your speed. To do this trick, you'll have to pay attention to when your car goes into 2nd gear. As soon as it does, quickly let go of your throttle, then tap brake and then immediately hit the accelerator again. If done correctly, you should be able to hear your engine pop off and see a tire mark while accelerating. This trick works best for rear-wheel drive cars, but if you want to do it with all-wheel drive, then you'll have to hit both the brake and the handbrake at the same time. Now, to also increase your top speed, you can do what's called curb boosting. All you have to do is drive over curbs or bumps, which gives your car a speed boost by compressing the suspension. This is especially useful in races, and it will dramatically improve your performance. Now, if you own a muscle car, then you are also able to do another speed glitch. If you didn't know, muscle cars are able to do a wheelie if you hold down the accelerator and handbrake at the same time, and then let go of your handbrake. This however makes your muscle car go a lot faster than normal, but unfortunately the wheelie ends before the speed boost takes effect. To prevent this from happening, slightly let go of your throttle as soon as your car starts to wheelie, and then give the car full throttle again. If done correctly however, your car should accelerate extremely fast and even reach a top speed that exceeds its limit. Another type of car that has a different mechanic than others is the Formula 1 cars. These cars have an extreme amount of downforce, making them excellent cars to drive on roads. Now what makes this so special is the fact that their downforce even makes them able to drive on walls. Even though this may not make you that much faster, it is definitely a fun thing to keep in mind. A mechanic that however will greatly improve your driving or movement in general is the instant stop glitch. When driving any vehicle, except for the Toreador for some reason, you are able to instantly make it stop by switching to a story mode character and then back out of it. As long as your vehicle touches the ground, the vehicle should come to a full stop. This is extremely useful and can easily surprise other players that are chasing you, or if you want to prevent your Apriza Mark 1 from falling off a roof that you are trying to land on. When driving on roads, you always have to look out for traffic and avoid hitting oncoming cars or NPCs that for some reason are trying to crash into you for no reason. Luckily, there's actually a way to prevent cars from spawning at any time, in any lobby. All you have to do is look backwards while driving. Since cars only spawn in the direction that you're looking, we can abuse this mechanic and look backwards when we are driving on the road. This will make the roads completely empty. You of course won't be able to see what's in front of you, but as long as you look at the road on the minimap, then you should have no problem driving on the highways. Another fun exploit you can do is drive cars that are exploded. As we all know, when a car explodes, it stops working and you will no longer be able to drive it. This is however possible if you become MC President or CEO, and then hire your friend and have them throw a sticky bomb onto a locked car. Then break into the car from the passenger side, and as soon as your character starts switching seats, tell your friend to blow up the car. If timed correctly, your character should turn on the engine of the destroyed car, and you are now able to drive around. Another easy speed trick they can do is pop a wheelie on a motorcycle to make them go faster. If you didn't know, leaning forward on your bike already makes you go fast, but doing a wheelie makes you go even faster. This does however come at the cost of you no longer being able to steer, but as long as you switch between steering and wheeling, then you should be just fine. There's also a trick to turn any motorcycle into a Hakuchu drag with HSW modifications. All you have to do is ride in a formation and have the leader bring out a Hakuchu drag while you ride next to them. This way, the rest of the gang will receive the same amount of speed as the person who is in the lead of the formation. Doing this, you can literally complete the time trials with a Faggio if you want to, or just mess around with any bike that has now become insanely fast. You can also jump with bikes, and no, I'm not just talking about the Arena War Death Bike. By simply hitting a curb while doing a wheelie, your bike should bounce upwards, and depending on your speed, the bike will bounce higher and farther. This can be used to traverse a lot easier, or to do some crazy stunts. Now if bouncing off curbs wasn't good enough, then you can also just drive up walls. By hitting a wall while doing a wheelie, and then braking and leaning forward on impact, your bike should start driving up the wall. Again, depending on the speed, the bike will reach higher points than if you're going slow. And if you want to go even further, then you can also fly with your bike, or even a bicycle. By doing the gliding technique, by leaning backwards with your bike mid-air, you are now able to control which direction your bike flies. Again, the more speed, the better effect. Also, this for some reason works best doing stunt races, but it still works to some degree in free roam. Very practical for stunting, or if you in general want to control your bike mid-air. Now speed glitches with bikes does of course also work. With the Death Bike and the Power Surge, all you have to do is pop a wheelie, and then the wheels should start bouncing, making you go insanely fast. It does however not work for the futuristic Death Bike, and you also have to equip one of these tires for it to work. A simple and persistent speed glitch that is very useful for traveling. Another speed glitch that you can do is by jumping forwards with your BMX or inductor. This makes the bikes go much faster than normal, but there's a method to make it go even faster. By leaning forward while braking and jumping, your front wheel should be stuck to the ground and you should start moving extremely fast. This works best when going upwards or on flat terrain. This is very useful when completing the junk time trial to earn that sweet daily $50,000. Now, just like the motorcycles, you are of course also able to climb up walls with your BMX. Just jump up the wall, touch it with your front wheel, lean forward and then start spam jumping. Depending on your technique, you should be able to climb up any vertical wall with your BMX. You are also able to drive sideways with your BMX. Just come down to the storm drain system, jump up this wall and tilt your bike sideways like this. When landing back on the ground, your character should now be driving your BMX sideways. A very funny and strange exploit. There are also methods to move faster on foot. You're actually able to run faster than normal by doing this simple trick. Enter combat mode by shooting your weapon and then switch your weapon on and off constantly while running. As you can see, you're now running a lot faster than you normally would. Also, when the character runs slowly on terrain or in a building that turns off sprint, then simply jump forward and you will quickly realize that you're moving a lot faster than whatever this is. You're also able to go up hills that would normally knock you backwards. Just pull out a weapon and aim it upwards while walking from side to side. Then you should easily be able to go up steep hills without any problems. Another very useful movement tip is using first person to move quicker when PvPing. Especially when sniping, your character moves a lot slower in third person than in first person. Doing this trick, you will be able to snipe other players a lot easier than if you were in third person, since you're harder to hit and you can make it easier for yourself to hit your targets. There's also a method to skydive properly. You may have tried to move around doing a skydive, but always feeling like you are going nowhere. Instead of moving your joystick all the way forward when trying to move, simply just push it gently and you should start seeing that your character is now moving a lot faster while still maintaining air. This is also used to perform skydive stunts, since you gain a lot more control over your character than you would otherwise. There's also a method to parachute a lot further than normal. Instead of going up and down to build momentum, then move your parachute from side to side like this. This keeps you up in the air while maintaining momentum instead of having to dive downwards all the time. Now, if you ever find yourself stuck on top of your building without a parachute and you don't want to jump off to your death, then there's a trick to slide down the building without dying. Just take cover near the edge and then pull out a weapon. Aim the weapon at the wall that you're hiding behind, and your character should now take a step off the edge and slowly start descending down to the ground. Now, as long as you stay in this position, you won't fall off the side of the building, and you should be able to safely land at the bottom of the wall. Now, if you didn't know already, there's a lot of flying cars in GTA. You see, except for the Deluxo, you're actually able to fly any of the Arena War cars. If you equip the Shunt Boost modification on your car, and then shut yourself upwards while your car is pointing sideways, then you're able to infinitely fly with your car. Because of this mechanic, you are even able to fly a tank. This is very fun to do, and is one of my favorite ways to fly across the map. Another flying vehicle that everyone loves is of course the Oppressor Mark II. You can of course also do a speed glitch with this vehicle to make it go even faster than normal. All you have to do is hold down the handbrake while flying, and as you can see, the bike starts to fly even faster. A very simple and useful trick to improve your grinding with this vehicle. For our next flying vehicle, we have the Toreador. We all know that the Toreador needs to touch the ground to regain its boost, but there is a glitch that constantly refills the boost even while mid-air. Just take your Toreador to the car meet, and right as you are about to enter it, switch to submarine mode and boost yourself into the car meet. Then as soon as you enter the car meet, your Toreador should now have entered both the submarine mode and the driving mode at the same time. Then simply drive it down to the airport and place it up against the ramp like this. Then enter submarine mode and boost. The Toreador should now keep regaining boost while mid-air, making it possible to fly across the map with ease. You can also do a speed glitch that will make your regular planes fly even faster than they ride you. Just fly a plane way above the skies and start flying horizontally while pointing just a little bit downwards. You should now begin to fly extremely fast with speeds that can even dodge orbital cannons. Now, if you just want to go somewhere on the map but don't want to go there yourself, then there's a way for you to do just that. Maybe you just want to relax, or you have to go take a leak. Simply call a taxi, Miss Baker or Franklin for a pickup service and a rider spawn right next to you. Then set a waypoint on the map and tell them to hurry. They will take you to a designated location and you won't even have to do anything to get there. They are of course not the best drivers in the world, but they can definitely save you some time if you go in AFK for a couple minutes anyways. Now for the last trick of the video, I'll show you a way to teleport between businesses and apartments. If you ever need to go from business to business or travel to an apartment, then there's no need for you to drive the distance yourself. Just set your spawn point to a designated location and then quickly switch to an invite only session. Within a couple of seconds, you will be teleported to the building of choice, saving you a lot of time when having to manage businesses or just start up missions. And with that, we have now gone over 30 different ways to exploit movement in GTA Online. I hope you enjoyed the video. If I missed any techniques, then let me know down in the comments. If this video taught anything new, then make sure to like and subscribe. It would help out the channel a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. But for now, this is all I have for you. Bye.